My name is Don Saunders. I'm sharing with you the knowledge which provides for humanity the power of knowing how life works, the most powerful information to arrive to humanity in thousands of years. Now that's a bold statement. And I'll be honest with you, when it first came, I was shocked. I had no idea what had just happened to me. You see, back in November 17th of 2009, I woke up totally paralyzed. And what an experience that was, because I wasn't sure if maybe I had died. No one has ever explained what happens when you die. So through that experience, here's what happened. I looked at the end of my bed because it was the only thing I could see. Keep remembering that I was paralyzed. Through what I saw was the clock. And the clock was at 6 o'clock. And it went through 23 minutes of what felt like everything leaving from around me. But what happened at that point was that pretty soon the clock clicked 6:24. And at 6:24, it remained locked at that particular moment until all of the download of information that I refer to as the knowledge, which was providing through me for you the power of knowing how life works. And I had to sort through all of that. There was thousands of insights that came at me that day. In fact, over the next couple of days, I sat down and wrote 80,000 words in just a couple of days because the information just kept coming. It wouldn't stop. It poured through me. But I didn't know what to do with it all. I was perplexed. I'm just a normal guy sitting here through an experience. I'm going to promise you one thing. It was not a near-death experience, but don't worry. Those people that have had near-death experiences, they're real experiences. And the knowledge is going to share with you how those experiences take place, why they take place, and what your memories are that you bring back with you. So we'll have some conversations about that, but this was unique, and I knew it was. It was something that I had never heard before, although people that are going to hear me explain the knowledge are going to say, you know what, we've heard all of this before, and you're going to go on to another, probably Seinfeld episode, but the reality is that this information, if you put it all together, makes perfect sense. Stephen Hawking was incredible because his thought process was that he knew that the theory of everything was on its way. And this is the answer to the truth of how life works. It is the theory of everything. It answers all of the why questions in life. And again, you're looking at me and you're saying, who is this old white guy trying to share with us all of this information? Who does he think he is, telling us that he has the answers to everything? Watch my face. I do, but it's not for me. It's for 8 billion people in the world, and we have created 8 billion individual realities, but yet the knowledge will share with you that life works exactly the same for everybody. Now, how can you say this, Don? How can you say that life works exactly the same for everybody, but yet we've created 8 billion individual realities? Because that's how it works. And I'm going to share in detail where it all started from. By the way, there's no beginning and there is no end. It's all eternal. But the reality is I'm going to share with you not philosophy. This is real information that came through a portal that morning of knowledge. And if you listen carefully, you're going to realize that all of those 8 billion people that I keep referring to have the same capability to ask for the answers to questions that they wonder about. And we're going to spend some time here very quickly, because I'm about done telling you how the experience happened, and we're going to jump right into the 4 questions of life. And if you answer those 4 questions of life throughout your life, if you answer those questions correctly, you are going to understand the 4 problems in life. Now let me give you a couple of definitions because I'm going to use them quite often. Let me talk to you about frequency. I'm going to use the word frequency over and over again, and I've had many people that have listened to me and say, what are you talking about frequency? Now, frequency has a double meaning. Frequency could mean that something happens over and over again on a set time period. But the frequency I'm talking about is the vibration that exists throughout the world. And that frequency and that vibration is something you've already heard about many times. Tesla, for example. Tesla said, if you want to know the secret to the universe, think in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. And even though he said that, and he was a genius, we just ignore it these days. Oh yeah, it's frequency, it's vibration. The knowledge is going to share with you how that works and how it impacts your life. This is real stuff, folks. I'm going to tell you, we have the answers to everything, but not everybody's going to listen. Many people have already left this video series, but they'll be back because sometime in their life they're going to hit a roadblock and they're going to want to know, why did that happen to us? Why did we have that loss? Or why did we lose the job? Why couldn't we find the job? All of those questions throughout life are here for a reason, and I'm going to explain what that reason is. So as you hear this information, you will be able to live a powerful life of knowing. And you're going to be amazed at how 5 or 6 old white men can control 8 billion people. How does that work? And you know what I'm talking about. This is not about politics. This is not about religion. And let me address this. The fact is if you are a deep believer in a particular religion, the knowledge is not sent to replace those beliefs. We're not going to take anything from you, but we're going to show you how you acquired those beliefs and how they work. In fact, if it makes you feel more comfortable, because it's got to touch 8 billion people, which means it's got to touch 243 religions throughout the world. So let me explain this. If you believe in God, don't let me take any of that from you. The knowledge doesn't want your belief system. But if you do believe in God, change the wording. The power of knowing how life works. Use the power of knowing how God works if you need to do that. I'm Don Saunders. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening up to this point. Please join me in the next video and the video after that as we explain more about the details of how life works.